What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Forza's Panda, and if you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be complaining about a game that has not even been released yet. That's right, I'm talking about Horizon 5. Now, before I get to complaining about this game, I actually want to be a little bit optimistic. First off, let me start by saying this is mainly a Playground Games channel now, I want to say. The 2K stuff it had its run, it had its run. But I tired myself out with all that stuff. So we're back to regular programming. Our regular scheduled programming with King, Infected, Playground, all of that stuff. In Horizon 4, when this game was first released, 2018, I had an idea of starting a Playground league. Because I am one person that believes King is the hardest thing to do. King is the hardest thing to do in Forza Horizon. Now, I feel like, in my opinion, you can correct me if I'm wrong, if you're a drag racer, if you're not a drag racer, you can still get that lucky ass launch, that lucky ass time, that lucky ass run to where you run potentially the fastest time in the world. I did it in Horizon 3. I cracked, I think it was 052 or something like that in the Dodge Dart, and let me tell you right now, I am not a drag racer. I have no fucking clue what I'm doing in the tuning. I don't know how to fucking launch my cars correctly for the best possible time. And I still was able to get a fast time. Jump over to the Goliath as well. I feel like if you are lucky enough and you have enough attempts, you can pass up that one racer that's giving you trouble. That dude that's all the way in first place. He can potentially fuck up. You can pass him. You can keep that line. You can keep that little distance between you two. And you can win that race. I say this because you try, for someone that has never played a King player, you try to message one of us, message any King player you know, and tell them to actually try against you. I guarantee you it will take you way more attempts to beat a professional King player than it will to run the fastest drag time or to get the fastest lap in a race, a circuit. Trust me, those things are hard as hell too, because if they weren't hard, I would be able to perfect that scene as well. But I know for a fact that King is harder. So that's why I believe if there's anything that deserves all eyes on me, it's the Playground scene. We have been playing this game now. Well, me personally, I've been playing the Playground Games mode since 2007. I don't like to, consistently plug it. Well, I do. But I've been playing since 2007. Not in Forza, but 2007. A lot of other people, though, just in general, have been playing this for so long, and it just has never really meant anything. And I get it. It's a Playground game. It's not supposed to be that serious and competitive. But we've seen games in the past that were just supposed to be fuck-around games. Look at Super Smash Bros. Melee. That started off as just a party game for your friends and family to come over and just fuck around. Just play that game with your friends and family. And then it turned to something completely different. It turned into this big ass competitive scene where they had tournaments across the world, money matches and real life stuff like that. And that is what I really want to bring to this community. I know that is something that is far-fetched and that's going to take a lot of work, but I'm willing to dump all of my 2022 eggs into the basket of growing this Playground scene. Because for too long we have been overlooked. For too long we have been cast aside and just straight up neglected. The Playground games in Horizon 4 was supposed to be the tides of change, is that the term? They were supposed to be something different, okay? We were supposed to have a ranked games mode that we can actually see each other's, rankings and whatnot. Basically, it doesn't work, okay? They have a ranked games mode, but it's just completely fucking broken. You can be in first place with 2 wins and 0 losses, and then the dude that's 50-0 can somehow be in 13th place. It just doesn't make sense overall. So that's why I had started my King League in Horizon 4 with the top of the top players. I tried to get at least the top of the top players, because when I host a league, nobody's banned from it. If I have beef with you, let's settle it in the league, okay? We're not kids anymore. We're all grown-ups here. Just take it to the King map, okay? Take it to the King map. That's how we settle in beef. and that's how we will settle any quote-unquote beef. Even though I really don't want there to be too much conflict moving forward. That's inevitable. There's going to be conflict wherever we go with this community because we all have egos. Okay, let's be honest here. We all have egos, and it's good to have an ego when you're trying to perfect your craft. I feel like it's good to an extent, of course. So when this league does happen, it is a community-based league, as I said multiple times. I just want everyone to try and have their fingers into this mix, okay? Because with the previous league, yes, I felt I did an adequate job of running it, but eventually things are gonna need to change. You know, change is inevitable as well, and change is also a good thing. People may not like change, but change is a good thing, except when it's tossing nothing but off-road maps into a Forza Horizon game. That is not the change that we need. Look, I'm all for having diversity. I love diversity. I love playing the low-class stuff probably just as much as I play high-class stuff, but I've had to revert back to high-class because of the lack of attention that people give low classes. But shoving the off-road down our throat, like, come on, why can't we have at least one? I was gonna say at least two, but at least one just pure asphalt map. Just one. We don't even have that since Horizon 2. Since 2014, that's 7 years since we've had an all asphalt map. I mean, that's kind of insane to me. I don't know if it's not to you. Maybe it's not because other people don't really care as much about it being asphalt only. But it matters to me. When you're playing these off-road maps, you don't have the traction to snap back and forth and juke people how you really could in the other maps. You can't just freestyle. That's what I like to call the way that me and a lot of other professional King players like to play and get our jukes in. You can't do that anymore. As one of my friends and a former, well, an OG of the King community, Bruno, aka Chain, he said it to me too. The new players of Horizon that play King and Playground games, they just like running circuits on the map. That's the new way to play, and you know why? Because the Playground games, the maps cater to that playstyle. When you just have an open space and nothing in the middle, no barriers in the middle, something like Quarry, for example, and it's just a big ass bowl, what do you expect people to do? People are going to be propelled to NASCAR and run around the track, and I don't even blame them that much for doing that, because that's the only strategy that Forza has, you know, not even suggested, but made possible. Because you're not going to really be juking no one back and forth on court. I know I'm going off topic. This is more just a rant video at this point, off the top of the dome as well. But yeah, looking forward to Horizon 5. I gotta say, I hope this event lab thing is what I think it is. I may be jumping the gun. I don't want to hype anybody up that is watching this and has big hopes, but I think event labs means that we can finally be able to create our own King maps from the ground up. Even if we have to start at a location of their choice, I don't care at this point. Just let me create my own King map. Let me make a small King map again, so where we can have our little 3-4 man lobbies, because you can't have a 3-man lobby in Horizon 4. I'm sorry. You can't have a 3-man lobby. Even a 4 lobby sometimes is pushing it if you don't have the right people in there. There's just constant 1v1s. So if we get Event Lab back and we get to create our own maps, who knows? That opens a whole lot of possibilities for the Forza Horizon 5 portion of the King League that's happening in 2022. Because we can have, for an example, we can have home and away maps. One team can have a specific map that they want as their established home map, and then, well, you know how sports work, hopefully, with the whole home and away thing. And as the time runs out in this video, I don't want to overtalk it, so there will be a lot of more videos coming out. Don't worry, I will be ranting more on streams about this, so check me out on Twitch or here, whichever one I decide to stream on that day, at Forza's Panda. It's the same over there on Twitch. And yeah, if anybody has any suggestions for the 2022 King League, please drop them down below. Also, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Forza's Panda, and I will see you guys in the next Horizon video. Peace out.